Greetings, adventurers! It is I, the Quest Master, creator of Quest for Lubok, and the person that owns this channel and website and all that fun stuff. So today's video I want to discuss with you guys the new portion that I've actually completed, entitled The Swamp. Now, this portion of the game I'm actually really excited about. I really can't wait for you all to play it. It's something that I could truly get behind because honestly, a good game needs a swamp level. Now, I'm not saying my game's good, but heck with it, my game is one of the greatest games I'd ever say was ever made. By me, of course. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing here. But as you can see, this level is actually quite intense. I know I call it a level, and there's not really any levels in text adventure games, but you know what? I'm going to call it a level. It's better than calling it, a section or an area. And in it, I want to kind of instill the fear of being within a location of just death and decay and what lingers and hides beneath the surface of the water within the swamp. Now, as many of you people know, swamps are actually extremely terrifying. They're riddled with bacteria, insects, disease, and God only knows what's actually under the water. Heck, there could be entire lost civilizations under the water, or artifacts from 5,000 years ago, or the mummified remains of some, I don't know, some alien or whatever. But it's actually a lot of fun. I actually really took a lot of enjoyment in this level. It's actually one of the things I really love because it honestly brings me back to the old school video games, the 8-bit video games, kind of like the fantasy games for the NES or even the Sega Master System. If you haven't ever played the Sega Master System, and that's actually a really fun system. It's one of my favorite systems, and it's really on par with the NES. Now, I know there's like back in the day, a lot of people were like, "Oh, the NES is better than the Master System," blah blah blah. But you know what though? That gave Sega the advantage to make whatever they want without having to worry about profit shares or lost profits or whatever. It's one of the good things that gives a creator something to do. Because at that point, you don't want to play it safe. You want to go over the top. And that's what video games are all about. It's about going over the top such a reasonable level that you don't want to overthrow the player's sense of adventure or sense of the hook. You don't want them to lose that hook. But anyways, so this area is actually really cool, with the bubbling stuff. You find a whole bunch of different objects in here. You find a bunch of weird symbols and weird creatures that have never before been seen by the eyes of any normal man or woman on the outside world. Within this game, you notice that I always say, like, the characters in the game always are like, "You're from the outside world," because this world is on the inside, and it's almost in such a way that it plays tricks on the mind, because you think to yourself, "Oh, this your character, which is a nameless, sexless, genderless creature." Because it's supposed to represent the player. So whatever you are, that's what the player is. That's what the main character is. If that makes any sense. I left it up like that because you know what it's fun to have a character, where you can customize it and you could have, whatever gender or whatever name or attributes or skills or whatever. But to me, the best way to do it is if the character that you're playing as, has none of that. And it's just a blank canvas so that the player could feel as if, hey, I'm really the main character in Quest for Lubok. And I'm really interacting with these people as I am behind the screen. And that's why, to me, I think that's really cool and really important. And we need more of that. Let's face it, character customization, it could be a good thing and you can make something extremely realistic and fun, or it could be a garbage thing and you could have something like Saints Row where it's just a colossal waste of time. It's a joke. There's nothing to it. It's there for the sake of being different. But being different isn't always a good thing. There's not a lot of good things that come from being different based on whatever situation you're in. You could wind up, it's a total mess is what I'm trying to say. But with Quest for Lubok, that's why that whole thing is like that. Because somebody asked me once, hey, why can't I create my character? Why can't I create a character? What's the backstory of the character? And I basically said within one line that the character is you. It's whatever you make it as. I'm not going to waste time and, to create a character setup. No, like, why? That's pointless. And yeah, I know I'm going with the easy route, but you know what? At this point in my life, I don't really care. Because you know what? I think it's unique, and I've always wanted to play a game like that. You see it every once in a while, too, with Master Chief and all that stuff. That's cool and all, but, in a text adventure, which is basically a vast interactive book. I just really like that. I just really love it. And so with the swamp, you get to venture through and find the last remnants of whatever happened to these people, whatever broke down. And to me, that's what makes a great game. And that's the swamp. And stay tuned next time as I'm going to actually do a playthrough of the level. I just wanted to kind of dive in and introduce you guys to what's going on. Introduce you to the whole concept of this portion of the game, because I believe video games need to be more, how can I say it, more artistic. It's not about big budgets. It's not about over the top scenarios and stories. It's meant to take you away, place you into a realistic situation outside of reality where you could explore and have fun with elements of magic, with elements of fear, with elements of just being on the edge of your seat, not knowing what to expect next. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Share these videos. Share this thing. Go to the website, questforlubok.org. And goodness gracious, have a wonderful day.